While exploring Google Earth, I stumbled upon something very strange. It was some sort of rectangular structure, found deep in the wilderness with no roads or trails leading to it. And with some research, I could find no record of this site anywhere online. So it got me curious. What could this place be? Who built it? And why would something like this exist in the middle of nowhere? I had to find out. So I decided to go on a hiking adventure to try reach this remote structure and explore it for answers. But what I ended up discovering was something I never expected to find.
I think if you go in here, you don't come out.
So without further ado, let's jump right into the adventure.
What an absolute beaut of a morning. I am up just past sunrise. There is still ice on the ground. It is a wintry but somewhat warm morning. I am in a really wild and rugged place of England, a really wild and rugged history that I'm very excited to share with you guys.
But first, let's talk through the plan for reaching this remote structure, because it was going to be a tough one. My journey would start here, following the river as it carves its way through the remote heart of the national park. But then, right here, everything would change. There'd be no more trail to follow, and I would have to make my own way through the rugged terrain. The hike in total would be just over 20 miles, but I'm not entirely sure if it's even possible to do.
There is the bridge I need to cross, and then we head over on this side and start following the river as it heads into remote nature. Good morning, England. Looking stunning today.
Not only was this hike going to be stunning, but it was also going to take me past two crazy natural landmarks along the way. And I wasn't far from reaching the first one already.
I don't know how well you can hear it, but there is a distant rushing sound just this way. And it is something very, very cool that this trail just so happens to pass by. Maybe one of the coolest natural landmarks in England. So let's get there and show you guys. Oh, there she is. Look at that. This is the biggest waterfall in terms of volume in England. Fortunately, we can't get any closer, so we'll just have to marvel at its natural glory from a distance.
Crazily, this waterfall actually got its name from the Vikings, who once ruled this area. It is called High Force, named after the Old Norse word force, which means a powerful waterfall.
Whoa! Look at that. This is where the water funnels down into High Force. I am above it, but man, the power of this, I can just feel it from here. You would not want to slip. It's like the world's most dangerous washing machine. And now we follow the river into the rugged national park. So the trail has obviously been very good because this is a very well-known waterfall, and so lots of people come here. Very few people, however, continue on up the river. So I'm now going to follow the river as it winds and cuts through this national park into what I think will be a really dramatic and stunning valley that not many people venture into.
But now let's take a minute to talk about where I was hiking, the North Pennies, as it is a place packed with crazy history. The very trail I was following was once a medieval trade route, used for transporting lead, wool, and salt. In fact, it was likely first trampled down by pack horses over 800 years ago. But the real story of this landscape is mining, from the Romans over 2,000 years ago to operations that still continue today. And I was about to discover why that might be a big problem for my adventure.
Well, this is not a sign that you really want to see. So there's quarry blasting. Yeah, don't want to be around when they blow up the mountainside, but this is the only way to go where I'm going. The mine is just there. That is still an active mine, and you can definitely hear it. I think there's something incredibly cool about the fact that this area has had mining consistently for over 2,000 years. Oh no, I'm lost, no! I'm not actually lost because I've got 4G on my phone, but if I didn't, I would genuinely be very lost right now. And that brings us on to today's sponsor, Saily. When I'm out adventuring abroad, I do not want to get stuck without internet, and I certainly don't want to have to pay the insane data roaming fees to actually use the apps on my phone for navigation. And that's why I use Saily.
Saily is an eSIM service app that allows you to easily access mobile data plans in over 200 destinations.
Whenever I'd go to a new country, I used to have to wait in line at the airport, get a SIM card that may or may not work or activate, and then oftentimes I would lose the other SIM card I've just swapped it out for, so when I get home, I'd have to replace it, and it was just a whole lot of a headache, to be honest, and that's why I'm really glad I got Saily. And my favorite thing about Saily is how easy it is to use. Basically, just get on, search whichever country I'm going to or I'm in, choose the plan I want, and there you go. The eSIM is downloaded, gives me a little counter there for how many gigabytes I got left. It also also give me a notification whenever I've used 80% up, so I don't have to worry about running out in the middle of nowhere. I can always top it up. And I got wonderful news for you guys. Saily is offering you guys a special discount of 15% off if you download the app and use my code JoshTheIntern or scan the QR code just up here. You can activate your eSIM and travel without any worries. But yeah, thank you so much, Saily, for sponsoring the video. And now let's continue on the adventure and go find this strange structure. I see something just up off the trail that I want to show you guys. Look at this. Woo! Something epic about it. Let's head back on trail. We got a lot of ground we need to cover. This looks like a good place to cross the river. Oh gosh, I'm already regretting this decision. Oh, please. Oh no. Oh. Extremely manly sounds I made. I don't know what you heard.
So I was now leaving the active mining area behind and heading deep into the rugged national park. Following a trail that took me right by the river, I was making great progress and even made some new friends along the way.
Hey, Mr. Sheep. Blah. I just said good afternoon in sheep. Thought it was a bit rude that they didn't reply, but that's all right.
But then I hit a major problem.
That's not great, is it? I am hoping I don't meet Mr. Bull on this field, or if I do, I hope he's had his morning coffee and that he's not too cranky.
Now, there are only about 1 to 2 fatal bull attacks each year in the UK, so I wasn't too worried, but I did have a backup plan just in case things got crazy with Mr. Bull.
Alright, so far I can't see a bull, which is good, but if I do come across this bull and it tries to go for me, I've got a special trick up my sleeve. It's called glove foo. Let me show you. If a bull wants to get close, prepare to be gloved.
Luckily for the bull, I didn't need to use my glove foo and made it through the field without incident.
I have officially not been gored by a bull. That is awesome.
And now back by the river, I was surrounded by some truly dramatic and stunning nature.
Whoa, look at this. Oh, this river is so gorgeous.
The River Tees has played a crucial role in England's history for over 2,000 years. The Romans built forts along it to defend against northern invaders, and later the Vikings settled beside it too. And the very area I was now entering is where all of this history happened, so I kept my eyes peeled for any hidden ruins I could explore.
We got a little mound of rocks. A couple of things this could be. Either it's just hikers over the years have gone by and placed a rock on, or maybe this is an old burial mound. It's hard to say. Very cool though. Oh my. I am lucked out. We are in the depths of winter and I'm getting this beautiful sun. Oh my word, I am a lucky guy. That is awesome. To be honest, I wasn't even close to running out of water. I just thought it'd be pretty cool to drink some of this river I've been following for so long. So this cliffside that I'm beside right now looks very much like it's been scarred by mining. And what is just so cool about this place is this could have been done 200 years ago or 2,000 years ago. Without seeing actually any ruins around it, it's so hard to date, it's so hard to know.
But as I headed deeper into this stunning valley, I was about to find a huge clue.
So I've just noticed something peculiar about this cliffside. This is definitely the remnants of a wall or a structure. You can see here, there is no doubt that is an old wall. But this suggests that this might have been connected to maybe an old settlement or something, and that this quarry was actually used for stone to create whatever that wall was connected to.
So I kept hiking along the river, hoping I could find more remnants of this ancient settlement. But instead, I came across something far crazier.
I could just see something super duper epic in front of me. Oh my goodness, I just see the top of it. I gotta get over these rocks. Whoa! Check this out! What a thunderous waterfall! It looks like it continues on up.
Stretching around 200 meters in length, Cauldron Snout is the longest waterfall in England. But with daylight fading fast, I didn't have much time to take it all in. I had to scramble my way out of the valley, navigating the rocky terrain and push on towards the massive Cowgreen Reservoir. And this is where things were about to get really wild.
So this behind me is the reservoir that is feeding those waterfalls we've been hiking alongside and going into that river. It is enormous. Now you gotta head the other side, and there should be my structure. So I'm over halfway now, but I still got a good bit of walking.
But as I headed around the rim of this massive reservoir, I started to stumble across some very strange stuff.
I can see some sort of structure just up ahead. It looks like a squared, fenced off area, just very small. I have a good idea of what I think this could be, and it could give us a really good clue as to what the structure we're heading to also could be. But let's get a closer look first. Wow. All right. Just here it says, danger, old shafts and mine working. So this would have been a mine entrance that has since collapsed. Perhaps it was a very old one, and that's why you can barely see anything remaining other than a little indent in the ground. But that means the area we're hiking in now is a mining area that would have had a lot of mining activity back in the day. Whether it be Roman times or more recent, I am not sure, and that's what we need to find out. Something that's not so amazing though. Darn it! That was great timing. What I was gonna say, something that's not so amazing, is that my face is freezing because it is getting really cold. But it's also not amazing that I'm slipping everywhere.
So with a frozen face and slippery feet, I continued on my hike. Step by step, I drew closer to the mysterious structure I had spotted on Google Earth. But this wild landscape still had more secrets to reveal.
What is this? What is this? So I've just come across this structure, and I would have thought it's related to mining, but I actually don't think it is. Perhaps it's an old farm storage area? It's very odd, but it's somewhat new. It's got metal in it. My goodness, I have no idea what this is. We are coming across some really odd stuff though.
I was now almost at the structure I'd found on Google Earth, but time was running out.
We are running out of sunlight, and I need to get to this place soon. I do not want to do the off-trail bit without sun.
If I didn't reach the off-trail section before dark, finding the structure would be nearly impossible. I had to stay focused, pick up the pace, and avoid any distractions. But then, just up ahead, I spotted something that was definitely going to slow me down.
I noticed something just right on this path in front of me. I think it is ruins. Looks like a big stone building. Wow. It's incredibly intricately made, isn't it? Stacking all the stones on. And it can survive some harsh winds to still be here. Just beside the ruin is this circular pond. There's two options as to what this ruin is: an old farmhouse or a mine. This would be related to some sort of mine working, and I think this is a flooded mine. I think if we could drain all the water here, we'd see a big old entrance leading underground, but it's been flooded. We got some other ruins here, which make me think that it is definitely actually mining. Here is where you would mount maybe a big pump. You can even see the screws they would have mounted it on. You would not have this at a farmhouse. This is definitely where they would have mounted maybe a pump. And then here is where the mine would have been, and it is overflown now. And then this maybe is where workers would have lived. But having just explored that ruin, it is now time to head off trail. I am leaving this tractor trail behind, and I'm heading this way. This is where my structure is. There is no road leading to it. There's no trail leading to it. So I've just got to figure it out somehow. Now, something I need to keep an eye out on is that if this is a mining area, I am walking off trail and I do not want to step into an open mine shaft. That could be, well, deadly. I also saw a sign earlier for soft ground, basically quicksand. And so I also need to keep an eye out for that. I can see maybe a ruin just in front of me. It's not where the main structure I'm looking for is, but it is in the right direction. It looks like the outline of a house. There's another one there. Seems to be an outline of a house. Look at how rough the terrain is. Like big chunks have been taken out. This is the structure. I found it. Look at this. Look at where it is found. The middle of nowhere. Why is it built all the way out here? This looks very strange. Very different to the other ruins I've seen today. Wow. Big, thick walls. And then here you've even got some wood. Still some wood remaining. Means it's not too old. Wow. Look at this. This is crazy. We've not seen any ruins like this today. I'm gonna go around the other side, see if I can get a better angle. Oh, we've got a container here as well. Old rusted container. It's got no lock on it. Ugh. Just looks like rubbish inside. Look at the walls, super thick walls, and it's just out here in the middle of nowhere. All right, we have come around to the other side of it. I have no idea what this is. I've never seen a ruin like this before. I'm gonna go head inside, which I might regret. You got all this growing on the side of it as well. This orange moss I haven't seen anywhere else. What is that? This is really, really odd. I'm gonna go get to some high ground and have a look around the nearby area. See if there's anything else around this. I'm hoping maybe from high ground I can see some more clues. And while looking around on the high ground, I most certainly found a clue. And it was a big one. I've just stumbled across something just here. It looks like an entrance in the ground. What on earth is in this? I've just found this entrance. It was tucked away, well hidden in the landscape. It's not too far from that structure. Let's head inside. I'm gonna get on my mask. All right, I've got on my head torch. I got eye protection and my mask. Let's head inside and see what's in here. Oh. It is very, very muddy to the point where I might not be able to do this. Whoa! No. Darn it. Unfortunately, the ground is too soft here. It's like quicksand, and I can see bones here. I'm not the only one that has struggled. I think animals have been stuck in here. You see here all the animal footprints, but then look here. Just there, that is animal bones. I think if you go in here, you don't come out. This is really soft mud. Ugh. Oh, that is a shame. But it is not a total loss finding this, because it is right beside that structure. And so that confirms perhaps what we might have already known. It is related to mining. I think this is a mine entrance, and I think that is something to do with the mine. Maybe a large water pump. I have no idea exactly what it is, but it is definitely related to mining. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I think we've answered the mystery as to what this ruin is. This has been such an epic adventure to get here. I really hope you guys have enjoyed. And if you did, please make sure to leave a like, comment below where you'd like me to go to next, and make sure to subscribe for more adventures like this. And also, again, a big shout out to Saley for sponsoring this video. Again, if you're looking for an eSIM 15% discount, use my code JoshTheIntern. Check out the link in the pinned comments or in the description. Thank you, Saley, for making this adventure possible. And thank you guys so much for supporting the channel and coming along with me. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching.